Hello YouTube, this is my first video on this channel, video bending, where I will be doing some remixes, music video like stuff for Avatar The Last Airbender and Korra. This video is actually going to be about my review on the first 8 episodes of Legend of Korra. If you have not watched all 8 episodes, which you can watch on nick.com, I would, I'll leave a link for the website if you don't know what Nick is, I mean Nickelodeon. But basically, if you go watch those episodes before you ever listen to this, because there's gonna be spoilers full of this thing. Okay, when I first started watching the series, the first 2-3 episodes, it was a cool cartoon, you know, because I never really got into the Nickelodeon cartoons. I mean, as a kid, I watched it occasionally, but I never kept to a series. With the Last Airbender, I really did. I watched every single episode. Some of them I had to go online to watch, because sometimes I just missed the episode. But I loved that the Avatar, the first one. Korra in the first few episodes, it was okay. Her character really didn't appeal to me. It just Aang's airbending skills were just really amazing. The story that he started off with, the ground story that he was stuck in an iceberg, and he was gone for 100 years, and the Fire Nation. I mean, it was just a great story. Just a great story. Korra, I mean, she's just, in the beginning, it just starts off, she's, trying to master airbending, and that's pretty much it. That's all that you start off with the series. But I mean, the more you watch, the more you realize, oh wait, there's actually something really serious going on, and you start to realize this around episode 6 and 7 is when it starts to get really intense. I mean, you know who Amon is, but I mean, it doesn't really sink in like how crazy the enemies are, because Tarlok appears too. Tarlok at first, he just seems kind of cocky, but then it kind of, now I start to question, like, what is Tarlok exactly? And I could probably make a video all about this, just about what Tarlok could be, what Tarlok and Amon are. Like, I had a lot of theories, like, and I posted a few on the Korra page on Facebook, got a few likes, and evidently my theories are pretty nice. So I'm actually gonna go see if I can find it. I mean, I had a few theories. I mean, like, were they the same person? Are they working together? I don't know. I had a few paragraphs talking about it. I mean, I've had an obsession with this thing for a while. I mean, episode 8 is really what's gonna blow you away. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm not gonna give any spoilers for episode 8 because they're just so new. I'm only gonna talk up to 7 if I talk anything about like specifics. Let me see where mine was. Okay, here it is. I'm reading the entire paragraph, so it's not exactly, from my mind right now. Here it is. What if Amon had the power to use the bending he took away? Now, that's the first question I had. I mean, think about it. I mean, Amon. I mean, he says he has the power from the spirit world to remove. I don't know. That just seemed kind of fishy. I mean, the spirit world has turned on their own avatar. I mean, couldn't they just technically stop the avatar from being born? I mean, the spirit world has that power. They can prevent that. I mean, so I really didn't believe the spirit world gave him the power of taking away powers, because then couldn't they technically just take away Avatar's powers and just solve everything? Take everybody else's powers away. Why'd I have to give it to him? It didn't really make any sense. So once Amon has the power, once he found a way to use this ability to use for himself, whatever. These are just theories. Like, what if he achieved Avatar-like powers? If he took from every single bender and somehow became like an Avatar, except of course more powerful, because he's all these professionals in each bending area. I mean, also Tarlok is far more intricate. I mean, thanks to Saturday's episode, this last one, the 8th episode. I mean, once like Tarlok is using the Equalists in some way to gain control. I mean, like this is my way my brother put it actually. He was saying that maybe he is paying Amon to run this fake retaliation of the Benders, just so that he can use his task force to gain more control in the city. And this video is going to get kind of long, isn't it? Oh wow, 4.5 minutes. I'm going to try to speed up here. But the most logical explanation, for me at least, the one that just would be not only the most logical, but the most interesting, is that Tarlok and Amon are the same person. I mean, think about it. In the last episode, so I'm going to give you a spoiler. If you have not watched the episode, go watch it now. It would make sense because he had blood bending abilities, right? And he bended in complete daytime. It was daytime, I think, right? Or was it nighttime? I'm not sure. It wasn't a full moon. It was daytime. I mean, what's Katara did this also, but she was pretty angry when that happened. That was she did a complete daytime too. I mean, Katara can do it, but she was pretty gifted. I mean, Tarlok evidently, but the way Tarlok, I mean, he blood bended the Avatar. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I mean, to think that she was a waterbender herself, so that she had no control over her body is pretty crazy. And the Avatar and stuff. The night of the awakening was a full moon, I think, because remember, I think it shows you a small glimpse of that, So like maybe Amon slash Tarlok, if it is the same person, maybe he's using some kind of like higher form of blood bending, or how they had the healing, how waterbenders. You find this out in the first series in the Last Airbender. They have some kind of waterbenders have healing powers. Maybe there's some way to use the healing powers for the wrong way. I'm not really sure. It could be, but waterbending is the best thing. That if Amon is a bender, he would be a waterbender. And this is why. When he touches the face, it's like an earthbender. We know when he uses his foot, like Toph did this, and her daughter does this. I forgot her name is the chief of police. When she stomps her foot on the ground and she can see like everything from underneath, the whole terrain. She sees it all around her. Maybe hand contact for this Amon guy, if he's a waterbender. And this is all ideas. Maybe he's seeing their brain, and there's a part where he can just turn off or like evaporate. I mean, like dehydrate, and all of a sudden that they can't bend anymore because of his extreme ability of waterbending. It's just a theory, but I mean, it would make sense how you could turn it off. If the spirit world really has nothing. So I mean, that's the theory of mine. Tarlok is Amon using some higher form of blood bending to take away bending to make himself more powerful. I mean, it makes a lot of sense too. I mean, the Stugs, he took it from them so that he wouldn't have any problem in the city. And they're probably that guy he took the power from was probably the strongest firebender. I mean, when you really think about it, it's kind of obvious. I mean, he really does want to gain power. You can see in his face. You can see it with his task force. That's all it is. And also, those three guys in the committee with him and Tenzin. Tenzin is his name. Tenzin. I mean, like those guys like raise their hand no matter what he says all the time. So I mean, basically, I'm wrapping it up now. But he places his hands on their head. Okay. It's just like how earthbenders bend barefoot to envision their surroundings better. He's placing his hand on their head and switches off a part of the brain that deals with bending abilities. This is my theory. If it actually comes true, I better be getting some kind of money from Nickelodeon because I'm just so amazing. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was so long. 8 minutes. Peace.